Hey man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy back again with another video. You feel me? I'm back on the reaction 2K25 reaction. You feel me? Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share. This is from Bash Plug. So I'll go ahead sub the Bash Plug. I know some of y'all already is. Video came out an hour ago. I woke up, seen it when it got in the shower. Now we doing it. I seen this one too, but I wanted to do this one just because it's longer type. You know what I mean? So hey, you're gonna be talking about the builder, some stuff in the builder like you see on this one. You know what I'm saying? Mini Magician. He talked about it in the first one because I was trying to get my stuff ready and I heard it. So
we've got a lot of important 2K25 news to get into, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm not here to waste y'all's time, man. Drop a like on this video if you support one of the only creators that's gonna give you their actual opinion on this news, and let's get right into it. So Wolf, a former 2K League professional turned into 2K developer who works on the builder starting last year, had this to say about the builder this year. For all my guards out there, be open to using a smaller guard in 2K25. Smaller guards will have more attribute points to work with. You will also have access to the new badge, Mini Marksman. Personally, I've been enjoying playing on a small guard. Typically 6 foot to 6'2" is the height I make my small guards. Obviously, height will always have great benefits, but don't sleep on the smaller, quicker guards in 2K25. Now, do not think that he's just one of those 2K League cheesers that wants to make the smaller builds bigger because he was a lockdown in the 2K League. I just think they don't want to see any builds that are just so much better than the other ones at one specific height or one specific position. I'm fine with that. I'm excited to always see something like that because we don't want a repeat of 2K21 next gen where the builder is cooked from day one. As soon as we see that, what was it, power forward 6'7" or 6'9", that was just not even close to any other builds, and that just destroyed the game right there. Now, are there changes to the total amount of attribute points in the My Player builder? Each year, the overall.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm fine with the smaller guards being, you know what I'm saying, actually usable now. You know what I'm saying? Because you rarely seen 6'2s. You seen the mostly you seen was 6'6". That's it. They had everything. Anything you wanted, go 6'6". You know what I'm saying? You want all the dribble moves 6'6". You know what I'm saying? That. So yeah, the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they're making the smaller guards available. I just don't want to see no 5'7s out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no my heights out there. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Let's keep going though.
Our rating system in my career goes through a massive overhaul. Across the board, we're always looking to maximize ways for players to make fun and unique builds while also preventing metas and demigods from sneaking through the cracks. While there are literally hundreds of thousands of different My Player possibilities out there, we've created more tools that pull out the outliers, thus allowing us to increase the flexibility and the numbers of attributes a user can apply to their player. In the end, in almost all cases, if you recreate a build from 2K24 and 2K25, you'll end up with a lower overall that leaves room to allow you to pump in some more attributes. Now, that's very important, and we will talk about that in a second.
I was gonna do that.
Anyway, I got a question to ask everyone watching the video. Do you all work out? Like, go to the gym? If you don't know, I'm very into health. I had good years you guys see on the screen in the gym, man. And ever since I found Factor, the sponsor of today's video, it has been diet to eat. Of course, up. I know y'all are gonna minute
shit.
Like this when now with 2K25 coming out, I know y'all are gonna want something like this when gaming, where most food they deliver to your door can be cooked in 2 minutes. Now, Factor is owned by HelloFresh, who I've worked with before. To get badge plus 20, go over that picture real quick.
I got bamboozled.
Look, we have a lot more important stuff to talk about, but I do want to go over that picture real quick where it was saying that they don't want demigods in the game, obviously, because then people are just going to make one build. They're not going to make as much money. The community's not going to be as happy. It's a win-win for both of us for there to be a lot of variety in the build system, but they also talked about having more attributes in 2K25 than in 2K24. Now, from the one screenshot we have seen so far of an actual put together build, we know that's true at least for a 6'2", you know, 184 pounds, 186, that you're able to get more attributes on a build like that. Now, we haven't seen the other builds, so that's why I want to say that, but they are confirming once again that it is like that in the game, and that's also without the cap breakers, the badge elevator. So we're gonna see a lot of interesting stuff with the builder this year, and if it's gonna be broken or whatever it is, if people are able to make demigods with the cap breakers. But I do like how you're also able to go up on certain badges with the elevators or whatever it's called. So you're able to get at level 15 in the season, if you guys don't remember, you're able to go up on your tier 2 badge up one tier, because there's
There you
two
go,
tiers of different badges, guys. If you don't remember, there's tier 1 and tier 2.
Tier 2,
And then when
yep.
you hit level 30, that's how you're going to get the tier 1 to go up. So there's going to be a lot of interesting ways to create a build this year, depending on how much you grind the game. Of course, I don't think that all the attribute caps are going to be too hard to get. I think that there's probably going to be some further closer to legend, but there's also going to be some pretty early on, so that's going to be interesting as well. But what I'm saying is there's going to be some builds where you're going to purposely miss out on a badge. Let's say, for example, this year we know that Hall of Fame posterizer is not really worth it compared to gold, right? Like the points you have to put into the builder, and I've made 2 different videos on it explaining it, showing it, all that type of stuff, is just not worth it compared to what you get for gold posterizer. So there's going to be some builds where you purposely miss out on Hall of Fame posterizer.
Use the cap breakers on it.
Gold, so that you can go over and use that elevator, whatever. I forgot what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's the elevator, and you're going to be able to get up to Hall of Fame. So you're not going to spend those attribute points to get the badge, but you're going to use your thing that you unlock to get it. The same way with attribute caps, where you're going to purposely miss out on like an animation or a badge and then use the attribute caps to get it, due to the fact that you would be saving a lot of points in the builder. Because let's say, for example, you wanted to go from 91 driving dunk to 93 this year. That's pretty expensive in the builder. Now, what I'm talking about expensive, I'm not talking about BC, which it is, but I'm saying just that
Just in general,
that your player goes up when you go from 91 to 93. It's usually gonna be like 1 or 2 overalls just for those 2 points. It's not gonna go up.
Oh, this shit
two
tweaking.
overalls when you go from 65 post control to 67. So although you could do that in the cap breakers,
This shit was turning off yesterday, bro. I swear to God.
67 in the post control, which is super cheap this year, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to use it on the expensive attributes to be able to kind of cheese the builder. That's the only word I have for it. It's not really cheesing the builder, but you get what I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying actually breaking it or whatever, but it honestly could. It could. We could figure out later on, you know, if you have a legend build or something like that, you've hit legend, you've earned the, 15 attribute cap breakers, it might be kind of glitchy. But of course, you're not going to see a lot of people with that if it's very hard to get anyway. I just wanted to break that down.
Oh my God.
So, our question right here is, can other people see if you have cap breakers? Yes, the cap breakers show up in 2K cards, the attributes menu, etc. So you're not going to be able to hide anything once again this year. So there's no longer any complaints. There should never be complaints.
So is it like this year? So if y'all know, if you put the arm sleeves on, and go into your the way you upgrade your builder, is it like yellow, and like it's like +2 yellow? I think it's gonna be like that. I think it's gonna be like
again about YouTubers,
but then now they can see it. You couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? When you had the arm sleeves on,
because you can literally load up or lose to someone in the park. Let's say, for example, look at their player card. You can see all their animations except their jump shot. I think because custom jump shots don't show up. So you can see all their animations. You can see their exact build. All you're doing is saving people time from having to search up a YouTuber's name or someone they lost to, or a build they thought was interesting that they might want to use. And then have to go into their card,
I've been me dropping niggas off and they stealing my build
while they're making the build. You know, if you want to make someone's build, bro. It's not a big deal to me, and there shouldn't be any excuses anymore about that. Anyway, what happens when your takeover expires? Takeover is quite different than what you've been used to. It's really a hot/cold meter that flows up and down based on how you're playing. There are no significant gains or drops to the meter. I thought that was very interesting. When level 5 expires, your takeover ability expires, and you simply drop back to level 4, about the halfway point between 4 and 5. This is the same for each level you drop out of. If you drop out of 4, you go to the halfway point of 3 and 4, and so on. So in the last video, there's 2 things that I read wrong throughout this news drop, and that was the gym rat, the stamina that is going to transfer across all builds once you do it. I was pretty upset that you were going to have to do that across all builds, and we figured that out. And then in the last video, I've read a lot of the comments. I've read it again, and I'm pretty sure the takeovers are only unlocking the level 4, the level 5, where you have to play 30 games to unlock. Yeah,
it's only level 4 and level 5.
Career, whatever it is, the 30 games, because I was complaining like, bro, there's 72 takeovers. You're telling me I'm gonna have to do 30 games for each and every one I want. Apparently, after reading it again, I'm still not 100%, but I'm pretty sure now that it's just for unlocking the level 4 and level 5. So we'll see how that goes. Now, this one is
so basically, if I hit level 4 and level 5, I get all the takeovers off the rep at level 5 now, because it's 30 games. It's 10 to 30 games, or it's like 10. Because I seen one that said progression. It said 0 out of 10. So is it 0 out of 10 to 0 out of 20, or is it 0 out of 10 to 0 out of 30? So we get all the.
Also pretty interesting because as it says right here in 2K25, the max heights for each position. PG is going to be 6'7", shooting guard 6'8", small forward 6'10", power forward 7 foot, and of course center is going to be 7'3" once again. So, you know, take that how you want. They're just not trying to have 6'9" point guards out there, even though I'm pretty sure you can just make a small forward into a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's hop into these badge requirements right here, just in case you guys want to screenshot them. Or
this is what I was going to do. I was going to take notes of this.
You're going to have to get 97 ball handle for
handles
for days. 97. For Deadeye, we don't know exactly yet, but gold is going to be 93 at the max. Posterizer bronze is going to be 73. I'm not sure where they even got these pictures.
You know what's crazy? Posterizer 73, drive and dunk in the 65 vert. That is not bad. So now because so 2K16, I think it was a 75. Even if you was an outside 6'7" build, you got a little bit of posterizer. You know what I'm saying? It was a 75, and I think it went up. I don't remember. But you at least you got something. And with this one, you get something. So if you just want to go 70, say you want to go like 77, you'll still be able to get posterizer and get some of them contact dunks. Not the crazy Vince Carter ant dunks. You know what I'm saying? We talking about where he on the side of you or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that's cool. When I get the rest of these, I'm gonna note them down. You know what I'm saying? And then we're just gonna keep going from there.
I'm guessing it's from some 2K.
So when the game come out,
it's gonna be gold, guys, or Hall of Fame. Sorry, 94 for lightning launch. Okay,
86 speed with ball.
Handles for days. That once again is gonna be
handles for days 90.
Keep that in mind that you're gonna need some pretty high attributes to get these badges. And I think the way 2K25 is going to play out is basically how I was just telling you guys in the stream when the builder was announced, or if you didn't hear it, I said it in the video as well. But I think that, and I also just said a minute ago, that you're going to want to miss out on things
on purpose
because they're going to be so expensive in the builder and then go up with what you earn, right? You're going to want to just miss out and then get them with the cap breakers
later on.
The things you unlock in the season passes. I keep calling them elevators. I don't know if they're called elevators. I could be wrong on that, but you guys know what I'm talking about, bro. The thing that makes your badge go up +1, which actually we see right here. It is called a perk max 1 when applied to badge. It will boost the badge to its max potential +1. Example, your build gets a max of a Hall of Fame paint patroller. If you apply max +1 boost to Hall of Fame paint patroller, it will boost the badge to legend level. Max +1 perk will be in the season reward path at levels 50, 15, and 30. At the end of the season, these will reset and you will have to earn the levels via season rewards to get the perks back. You must progress the badge
just like
to
this year.
max potential first before you are able to apply the perk. So the badge +1. I don't know why I kept calling it the elevator. I guess it's because it was going up in my mind. I was like, all right, we're going up to another badge tier. But you guys see what I'm saying, bro? I really think, and I've been trying to explain it in just the way that it's played out in my head, that you're going to want to kind of try to cheese it, but not cheesing, right? You're going to want to miss out on things. You're going to want to, on animation,
because you get 15.
There could be an animation at, let's say, 94 driving dunk, and you're not necessarily even going for a badge or, you know, a badge or an attribute. You're going for an animation this time. So now you're gonna, like, there's 3 or 4 different things you can get out of these cap breakers and stuff. So it's gonna be really important to keep in mind. Can we choose our jump shot in the build tester? When you enter the build tester, you will be presented with a screen that is much like the gameplay animations menu in my career. You can create a jumper, create a dunk style, swap animations in and out for every gameplay category we have. Then you can test in freestyle, 3v3, or 5v5.
Most people
here, however,
I say this with this. I like the freestyle and I like to be able to create your animations, test out animations. But most people go in that freestyle, see how they build, move off the court. Because with the AI, we don't know how the AI is this year. So if the AI locked down like this year, if the AI like this year, people just gonna go in the freestyle, test their build, I'll see how fast they can launch off certain. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So people mostly gonna be in the freestyle when it comes to testing their builds.
is temporary. It's simply to test drive what your player could be capable of. That said, if you find animations you like, you can put favorite on them and they'll show up at the top of your list once you enter my career. So we already had some information about that, but that was actually expanded upon from our last information we got on that. I think that's pretty cool. That's really cool. It's not something that, you know, probably after September is going to be useful to me, who's like putting a lot of hours into the game.
Yeah.
But for people that
at the
don't have as
beginning,
much time,
yeah,
like that's awesome. Being able to test out your exact build and then favorite it, and then when you make the build, you're actually able to see them.
So hopefully I can make my 6'8", bro. If not, I'm just go to 6'7", bro.
I think that's a really good idea.
No cap.
I added Zach Timmerman in a tweet, the OG Mike Wing, and I said, I have a question we most likely know, but just want to make sure. For example, 97 3-point to 99 is extremely expensive in the builder. Is this a factor with cap breakers at all? Like if I cap break from 97 to 99 3-point, is it the same thing as if for some reason I wanted to cap break from 65 post control to 67, which I was just telling you guys about a minute ago, and Solo replied and said it's the same. Now, I told y'all he's got some sort of inside with 2K now. I'm pretty sure you're going to see all these guys at Community Day that are talking about stuff early, that were able to get early access, whatever it was. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure on that before I gave the information. Yes, it is going to be just like that. So once again, you're not going to, you know, upgrade. You're like this year, if you're making a build on 2K24, you're going to want to go 91 driving dunk and then use your cap breakers to get up to like 93, or if there's an animation you want at 94, like a dunk package. I can't think of one, but I'm sure there's something at like 94, 95, then you'd go even higher with the cap breakers. But remember, on top of everything that I've said today, you can't go past physical limitations of a build. So you can't make a stretch big 7'3" that probably only gets like, I don't know, an 85 3-pointer this year maxed out, like with the minimum wingspan possible, and then turn them into a 93.
I ain't gonna go max wingspan this year. It's really no reason, bro.
Before you made the build, before you hit enter, then you can't upgrade past it. So you would make a build this year that can get 93 driving dunk. You could upgrade to it if you drop something else down at the end of your build, right? But you're not going to do it so that you can use the cap breaker. So, but if you make a build that only gets 91, no matter what you did, like let's say it's, I don't know, a 6-foot guard exactly. I think that a 6-foot guard, like minimum wingspan or something, would not be able to get 93 driving dunk. Let's just say it ended at 91.
Shit, boy, you almost done.
Cap breaker up to 93 if it was not able to get 93 in the first place. Okay, it's a lot, but it's really not a lot. Like, I don't know, but here's the last one for you guys right here. I thought maybe you'd be interested in this one, that 2K added rolled up do-rags in 2K25. So guys, that's pretty much it. Click this video right here if you
rolled up do-rag 25,000. That's what that mean. They they added a rolled up do-rag in 2K25, which means this do-rag will cost you 25,000. But nah, let me stop playing. For real though, that shit might cost that much. But everything seemed fun. I'm gonna go on Twitter, see if I can find some little notes. I'm gonna write down some little notes on when it comes to the builder. So when we get that game, you know what I'm saying, that fourth on the clock, you feel me, the 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, bro. So I need to know everything about the builder from height requirements. So I'm probably gonna have to go on Twitter. Height requirements, badge requirements, the attribute requirements, all type of stuff. So when it comes to that, that's what I'll be doing for the rest of my day. I might record one more, but I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. Peace, man. Peace.